Alright, so today I wanted to talk about why anxiety is worse than you'd expected and how to fix it. No one told you that postpartum would hit like this. Everyone kind of told you things would go crazy, life would be different, but right now you're currently very stressed. And I don't have my mic all the way on me. That makes it hard. You're very stressed, you don't know what's going on, and it just seems like you don't feel like yourself. So, what the reality is that you thought that it was going to be baby blues or stress, but it feels different. You have a lot of things that you don't really realize is happening. So right now, what is happening is once the baby is gone, your estrogen and progesterone dropped drastically. This caused a lot of changes in your brain, including a drop of dopamine, an increase in prolactin, which is why you're able to nurse. But you can only produce milk in the absence of dopamine. So that means the entire structure of your brain is changing. You have an increase in cortisol, which is what's keeping your baby alive, but also stressing you the hell out. And then we live in a world where stress is just a given. And so when you're going through this, you're not just experiencing the stress of everyday life, you're completely reprogramming your brain. And a lot of times moms overlook this idea of racing thoughts, panic over small things, feeling like you're failing when you can't really explain why. And then there's also the physical symptoms of this tightness of your chest, nausea, relentless feelings of rumination, rethinking your thoughts, continuing to do things over and over and over again. And what's actually making it worse is you don't have the support you need, and society puts unrealistic expectations, which you already know. You already know that it's unrealistic, but can't help but just falling for that lie. And then you also are put on the world of social media where everyone has perfect motherhood, perfect transitions into life, and then they experience you see only the positives. And then also when you go ask for help on a Facebook group, you get attacked by your moral code for doing something that you didn't even know was wrong. So how do you actually fix this? You break down what is actually happening in every single moment that you're feeling this panic. You stop, you figure out where you're stuck, you figure out what is actually happening inside of you. You look at exactly where the problem is, identify the problem in this moment. Is it me? Is it baby? Is it the environment? And then you look at what is going right in this moment. And this is a good switch to happen in that moment because it's really easy to spiral down if I'm failing. So you look at what you've done, you accept where you're at, and then you go towards addressing what feeling that you have inside of you. What feelings are you experiencing right now? And that sounds stupid. I know, you're thinking, mindfulness, that's just, why in the world would I do that? But you need to identify the feeling to get out of the feeling. If you shove it down, it's not going to go away, you're not going to fix the problem, your baby's going to catch these subtle, nonverbal cues that you're experiencing and keep going in the spiral. So address the feeling, accept the feeling, and then go to your playbook of what you need to do. Who do you need to call? What do you need to do? What does your baby need in this moment? And how can you support yourself and support your baby in doing it? If you take those moments of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, guilt, shame, and you just run with it and try to find the solution, you're not going to actually find the solution. You're just going to get put into another different spiral onto the next. And your baby's not picking up on your vocal cues. They're picking up on, hi Brenna. They're picking up on who you're meant to. They're picking up on your subconscious cues and what you're displaying subconsciously. They're not actually picking up on what you're saying to them. And so if you don't address the feelings that you're feeling, figure out why you're feeling them, address the root cause, you're never going to get out of that cycle. And if you don't figure out how to get out of that cycle, you'll never ask for help, get the support you need, and figure out the solutions that you want. So if you're feeling like this and you're in postpartum, you're not broken. Hi! You're not broken. You're just in a season where no one prepared you for this. No one prepared for the emotional turmoil. No one prepared you for the overwhelm. No one prepared you for the fact that your world and your brain and your chemistry and your biology are doing a completely different transition. And it's not your fault that you don't feel supported and helped out in this moment. If you need help getting your anxiety under control, feel free to send me a DM or go ahead and check out my most recent post. I would love for you to connect.
I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And thank you, Brenna, for joining me. Have a good day.